Hello guys, welcome to Autolatest Cars. The car we are testing today, it's one of the most important crossovers on European market. It's called Opel Mokka. It's borrowed from our mobility partner Iuriel Pantelimon Bucharest, and the car it's quite nice because it has this special green, an Opel green, a German green. So first of all, we are testing today the new Opel Mokka, the old Opel Mokka, but the version we are in this review, it's a very special one because it's the most desired one, because it has the new engine 1.2 turbo engine, 130 horsepower, 240 newton meters, and the automatic gearbox AT8 from Aisin with torque converter. So let's talk about the Mokka. When we talk about Mokka, we have to talk about the Peugeot 2008, the car that actually this car borrowed the platform from the Peugeot, and it has some quite differences because the Opel is more traditionally more classic as design and as road handling compared with the Peugeot, which has the magical iCockpit. First of all, the car has two tailpipes. This is not a race car, it's a normal car. This green is quite beautiful. So when you open the boot, when you go to the boot, everybody will, you see this. No, you don't do that, you have to do that, which is quite strange, but you have to get used to that. The luggage compartment is like 350 liters, and the Peugeot 208, because the platform is from a Peugeot 208. The car is quite nicely built. It's made in Germany. I think it's made in Germany. It has a quite nice trims. It has a chrome lining here, black roof, which of course it's painted. This is not a different. This is not something you put it on, because this is a review. This is a dealer car, so it has chipped. The car it's also it's painted green, and after that they painted black. So this is a review car, this is a dealer car. So the tires are Continental Eco Contact, so 215/60 by 17, which is quite, it's enough. It has disc rear brakes. The one thing that I don't like from this Mokka compared with the previous generation is that it has the rigid rear axle, which is quite bumpy. On bumpy roads it's quite annoyingly not so comfortable, but when you drive it on normal roads, the car it's quite decent. So the most important thing about, when you talk about the Mokka, is the engine. So the car has only 1,200 kilograms maximum. It's quite lightweight compared with other compact crossovers, but it has a very nice gearbox. So we are going to talk about inside, because we are now here in that valley, which is called Romania in the summertime. In the back it's quite nice. The rear doors are not so big, but Opel made a little window there, being a product which is quite is not so low cost from my point of view. The seats are quite nice. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, so we have to start it because too hot is too hot. So when you started the dashboard, it's actually a classic dashboard from Opel. You have two LCD screens, and which is quite good. We drove this car 81 kilometers only in town, and the fuel consumption is 8.9. Outside it's like 50 degrees in the sun and 41 degrees in the shadow. I was joking that valley from Romania. We are in the Bucharest area, and in the summertime here we are joking, it's like that valley from Nevada. Everything it's melting. So nice weather, very rush summer. So inside the dashboard is not the same like on Opel Corsa, even that it has the platform from the Peugeot 2008, which is a platform from the Peugeot 208. So Opel Corsa has the same platform, technical platform, as this Opel Mokka, but compared with the Corsa, and of course with the 2008, the dashboard is quite different, because Opel wanted it to be classical, and it's quite classical. This is the standard dashboard. You have two LCDs. This is standard. You don't have to pay it like VW or Skoda. If you want an LCD, you have to pay. No, this is standard. So it's quite nice because Stellantis actually made this happen. The quality, the build quality, it's okay. You have very soft materials in the upper part of the dashboard. Of course, you could see it here. If you push it here, you could see it's soft, which is quite strange, because when you go up in a Renault Captur, it's like plastic. It's like, in a Captur is like this. It's a utility plastic. No, Opel actually made the interior quite cozy, quite good quality. Of course, you have a big bad plastic here because the car had to actually be with a decent price. You have a leather stitching, white stitching leather. This is a carbon like plastic. It's not carbon, it's plastic with a carbon view. Looks like a carbon, but it looks quite good. The seats are also, I told you, very nice. It has a very light upholstery. Here you have my wallet, some keys. The cup holders are quite small, because let's say this is my water and it doesn't fit there, because you have to put it in the door. So the central console, you have this button, which is quite important from my point of view. I have to open to shut down the lane departure warning system and collision warning. No, collision it's on. Lane departure is not good, because on Romanian roads, a lot of Romanian roads, they're not so good, and from the paint point of view, and this system is irrelevant. You have drive mode, of course, the gearbox, you know the gearbox from all Peugeot, Citroën, Stellantis cars, and you have the drive mode, and in the drive mode you have sport, normal and eco. A lot of cars have only normal and sport. Hey, this one has also normal. So beneath the gearbox, it's actually the most important, beneath the bonnet, sorry, you have the most important thing from my point of view. You have the 1.2 liter PureTech engine. It's an engine that okay, let me show it to you. Let's open the door, let's open and go outside in the summertime, show you the engine, because it's quite important. The car is started now, yes. So compared with the previous generation, it sounds like a diesel, but it's not. It's a 3-cylinder. You have these things, VW Golf, they don't have this one, so the bonnet opens quite nicely. The engine, it's a 1.2 liter turbo engine with 130 horsepower and timing belt. So if you want to find out if your 1.2 turbo engine has a timing chain or timing belt, you have to look at this. If this is put it on directly on the timing belt, it has a timing belt. If it's moved on the right, it has a timing chain, because you have to open it to see the quality of your of the belt. This is the service mode. The battery is quite good. It's a 70 ampere Varta, very big battery for this engine. So this engine is actually mounted also on the Peugeot 408, which is a very big car compared with this, but compared with the 408, the Mokka, it's I don't know, 400 kilograms lighter. The lighter, that means that this car actually could go 0-100, I don't know, 9.5 seconds, which is quite good for a normal car. So the engine has 130 horsepower, but the most important thing when you look at the competition compared with this Mokka is that this car has an automatic gearbox with torque converter. So it has the Aisin automatic torque converter gearbox, a gearbox made by Toyota. Aisin, it's a Toyota brand, and a gearbox that is also mounted on a BMW, the fastest BMW 1 Series, sorry, the best Mini Cooper, John Cooper Wars or something like that. All Volvo cars with petrol and diesel engines have the same automatic gearbox, AT8 with 8-speed gearbox, which is, from my point of view, one of the best transversal automatic gearbox. Of course, it's quite near as a perfection with the General Motors AT9 we have tested on the Cadillac XT4 from other partners in Bucharest. So the AT9 is better from my point of view, but the AT8 it's quite close. So You have the best gearbox on the segment, and a lot of guys will come to tell me, okay, but you have also for the new Ford Puma facelift. Okay, you have the Puma facelift, which is very nice looking, bigger tablet here, bigger display, but it has an automatic gearbox made by Gearbox. So Gearbox power shift, and Americans call it power shit. That's the reality. Go search and then on YouTube on Focus made in for US market previous generation. No, the last generation, because they don't sell it anymore. So the Gearbox gearbox is made by Germans. This is made by Japan, and the Gearbox is not so quite good, because it's a double clutch with a lot of problems. They say today it's revised, it's okay, but it doesn't compare with a classical automatic torque converter. So in this segment, you have actually you could go and buy this product from Stellantis or a Peugeot 2008, or you could buy a Mazda. I think Mazda is the only one that actually sells cars from this segment with automatic gearbox, but they have an 86, which is quite good. It's a Mazda gearbox. It's bulletproof. But the 88 actually, compared with the other transmission, it's good to understand, because good to know, because it's compared with this 1.2 liter PureTech 130 horsepower. This car has a very high tempo on the highway. It's crazy to talk about a 3-cylinder engine with 130 horsepower being a decent cruiser on the highway, but it is. You could go 150, 170 kilometers an hour with no problem with this engine. You see the red line of this little engine is 6.5 RPM. The maximum RPM is 7,000. But you could go with 4,000 RPM decently with 180 horsepower kilometers an hour on autobahn with no problem. So no other small crossover could do that. So if you want a Mokka which is more eco-friendly and more wallet friendly, you could buy this car with the new hybrid engine, which is the same engine but has a punchy automatic gearbox with double clutch and a 28 horsepower electric engine, and I don't know, around 45 or 50 Newton meters inside. So that car has another road behavior. It's the best Mokka to own in town, because it could go, I don't know, 50%, 45-50% on electric mode. So the fuel consumption is quite small compared with this one. But if you want a Mokka to actually go outside to make a lot of highway driving, definitely go for this one with 130 horsepower and 88 gearbox. So the price range in Romania, we have to say that the partner is called Urial Invest. It's Pantelimon in Bucharest. The entry-level car on Romanian market, it's called Mokka SUV Edition 1.2 100 horsepower 6-speed manual gearbox. The price range is 21,550. So and of course it has a comfort package, which has heated seat, heated steering wheel, and the trunk, it's double, that has another compartment. So that option is 490 euros. So for 21,000 euros you could come in Bucharest and buy this car without problem. We like it because also it has a 44 liter petrol tank, which is quite good, because the competition is like 30 35. They are crazy. It's crazy. This car is not so economical in town, but with the 44 liter fuel tank, you could go, I don't know, 500 kilometers with 140 kilometers per hour without problem. So it's a very nice, decent cruiser. So if you like what we are talking about here, you like our review style, please like and subscribe. We are going to make more videos for you in English, because we are also in Romanian, but it's another channel, because it's very important to actually talk about cars from the other perspective. This is not a paid review, this is an honest review. So it's quite difficult, because other guys don't compare this car with the other cars. They talk only about Opel Mokka. Okay, compare it with the Renault Captur, compare it with the Ford Puma, and you will see there a lot of editorial point of view, quite different from ours, because we actually are doing this for 20 years. So we think we are okay, and we are going to show you, give you advice, quite good advices. Thank you very much, and like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, we are starting. We are going to show you how the car drives. So you'll see the gearbox. It's this is the second gear, D2. You can see D2 there. Yes, 27 kilometers an hour, no problem, everything. And you, of course, you'll see in front of us the new Dacia Duster, which is it's a good car, but at 26,000 euros with manual gearbox, it doesn't have any chance compared with this Mokka, because this has an automatic gearbox. So Dacia has a very big problem, because it doesn't offer automatic gearbox for entry-level petrol engine. They have only the hybrid one, which is quite different, because which is expensive. It's like 30,000 euros. So as I told you, the rear suspension is quite bumpy. You have to get used to that. The car actually drives nice from my point of view. It doesn't have any problems. The gearbox actually feels okay. This is a small kick down. It is necessary because we are in town, but the car actually drives good. This is a normal mode. This is not a sport mode. Okay, let me show you we are driving now in downtown Bucharest. The gearbox is on D3, D4 now, 50 kilometers an hour, D4, it's a knife. D5 at 65, the fifth gear at 56 kilometers an hour, which is of course quite nice for the fuel consumption, because you will see the RPM, it's below 2000 RPM. So even if you drive this in daily driving in town, the gearbox actually is the most important. It is the brain of the car for every car, of course. So the Aisin AT8, it's quite good, because it knows how to make the driving feel comfortable, but also economically. We are driving in D1 here, okay, D1, D2, and D3, and that's it. So the RPM never passes 2000 RPM, so it's like driving like an old man in this system, which is quite in this mode, which is quite good, because you 98% of the time you have to drive it. You drive it anyway like an old man. Everybody drives it like an old man. Fear of the fine, fear of the traffic, fear of the long distances. So for the guy that actually drives normal, the gearbox it's beautiful from my point of view. 61 kilometers an hour, we are in D5, of course. And you have to remember this car has 8 gears, so D8, which is quite good. So the car drives quite good, no problem, no drama, no nothing here. The running gear, I told you, it's quite bumpy. On bumpy roads it's quite rush, but on good roads it's quite good. Actually the stop and start system works at 45 degrees outside, which is crazy, because I didn't realize that Stellantis made a stop and start system. Actually it's to work and at this high temperatures. So the car it has an decent. This is decent. No problem, no drama, no nothing. But a lot of speeds for the speed is quite high for a 1.2. You have to be aware, because it has 130 horsepower. So that's it from me. If you like this review, as I told you, please like and subscribe. Go test a Mokka. If you live in Romania, go to Iurea Pantelimon. If you live in other country, go at an Opel dealership and make a review and test drive. Not a review, a test drive. But please try this automatic gearbox AT8, because it's quite magical. Thank you.